What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've been putting videos together, and we're back now. And I'll have to apologize because I haven't been able to make a video in about 3 years. And that was mostly due because I was working a lot. It just became too much to pick up the camera and edit video and get content and work 11 hours a day and commute another 3. So a lot of my time was eaten up. The last 2 years I really pushed the envelope. I was working 6 or 7 days a week, and the time came in September where it was time to pull the plug. So that's what I was working towards. So I retired after 25 years with the New York City Police Department, and now I am working part-time for another agency locally. So my commute is only about a mile away from my house, which is even better, and I get to actually cover a lot of the places where I fish now. That's really awesome. Well, what's been going on? I've been fishing, just not as much. I could not get out the amount that I wanted to last year at all. Still got out, like I said, but you know, I had to pretty much run myself ragged to the point where I was coming home from work and I used to just grab the rod and go, and I was just too tired to even bother. So a lot of that went out the window, stuck to a lot of my days off fishing, and then it was, you know, I wasn't really thinking about grabbing the camera, I was just thinking about getting out and going. So now that I got more free time, get back into the whole shooting and editing, and I got to upgrade definitely some of my equipment. Not so much the GoPro or the camera, but definitely the editing software and the computer I'm using to do that on, because it's just a little bit too old, and the videos aren't coming out as crisp and clear as I'd like them to. I also got to play with the mode settings on this GoPro a little bit more. But this is just going to be a quick thing. That's it. That's what I've been doing. I've been getting out a lot this winter and doing a little fishing. I put up a video the other day of just some things that I've been doing. Of course, now somebody wants to saw wood. Okay, I'll have to see that and see if we're gonna have to redo this whole video or not. Probably not. Hopefully I'm over that sound. It is absolutely gorgeous out today. Definitely the wind has died down. It was kind of kicking the past couple of days, but it's definitely down a little bit, so I'm definitely looking to get out, start looking for some stripers, probably starting tonight. I'm probably definitely going to start tonight. Should have went last night. The wind was even less. Today it's beautiful out here. It's nice, it's warm. Hopefully warm that water up a little bit and get out there. Future of the actual YouTube channel here. I want to start doing a little bit more educational stuff. Now that I have time to film stuff like that, more video of actually me working these plugs, which again, when I was fishing before, it was mostly at night. I didn't have much daylight time to go out there and fish, because if I was going to fish, it was going to be at night when I have the best availability to catch a fish, the best opportunity. So, you know, now I can kind of get out there during the day, work some plugs, and have videos on working plugs, working bucktails, and then you guys be able to actually see what my hands are doing and, you know, what's actually going on with the rod, rather than me being out there in the middle of the night and the only time you're seeing any light is when I'm turning it on when I'm landing the fish. Not so much as working plugs, because, you know, lights do and will spook fish. You turn your headlight on and fish with it, and you can shut down a bite. Not always, because nothing is ever 100%, but yeah, you can definitely shut down a bite with lights at night. So that's why it's very difficult for me to film at night. I don't do a lot of filming at night, you know, unless I have a fish on. Then I'll turn on the camera, turn it on as I'm landing, and I try to keep the headlight down and away from the water, because a lot of times these fish are just literally 5 feet in front of my feet. A lot of bass are just hanging out close to the shoreline. I would like to do some a podcast. I would love to do a live podcast. I really think I'd need a partner for that, and I don't have anybody in mind, or I don't think anybody that's interested in it. But hopefully I'll work on that a little bit. It would be great to do like a weekly thing. Get out there, talk about the fishery, talk about what's going on, talk about what's working, Talk about like a general location of where the fish are at that point in time when we're making that video. I would love to do something like that. I think that would be great. You don't even have to be in the same place. If you do like a podcast with 2 different computers, I would love to do that. And again, I might have to wait till I upgrade on the laptop or get a desktop. I think really desktop is the best bet, but I might just go with a stronger laptop for now because the desktop is going to be quite expensive. The gear gets expensive, and I don't make any money from this, and I don't think that I ever will. I really don't. I'm good with what I do, money-wise, so I don't really look to make it. If the channel takes off, the channel takes off. It hasn't really much. I've gotten videos with you know, up to 6,000 views. That's probably the most that I've ever gotten. That's fine. I'm not going to push this thing out on Facebook, Instagram, and everything else anymore. I'm just going to upload videos to YouTube and just let it kind of do its thing. You know, and that's all for now, guys. You know, that's kind of like what I got like crazy circling in my head, but I figured I'd let everybody know what was going on. I'm going to do a video on some, you know, what I'm going to put in my bag for tonight, and I'll upload that later, you know, what I'm starting with in spring. The essentials that I think that you need to have, or that you should have. Of course, you know, I don't cover everything. There's only so much that I can fit, and only so much that I really want to carry. So we'll go over what my bag is going to be like for tonight, and I'll do that as a separate video and upload it. And of course, if I go out and get any fish tonight, I'll make a separate video on that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You know, click to subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below on any ideas you guys have for the channel, what I can do to make this channel better. You know, and again, well, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Good luck. Tight lines this season. It's coming quick. It's coming quick. All right, guys. Thanks.